See what's going on with Cappies. Strength card reversed. All right, so this week definitely you're going to be tested on whether or not you have the strength to hold your own when it comes to the real love story that you want, or are you gonna fold, and are you gonna give in and to what you don't want? I think that's been a story. That's the theme that you're coming into this week. Like, you're coming into this week with this theme of like, I'm not strong enough. I don't feel strength. I don't feel like I really want to be seen the way I want to, and so forth. It's like, and strength card reverse is like forcing strength, forcing things too much. It's untamed. And I think that this is something within you that you have to really start to realize, like, why are you so untamed at the moment? Like, why can't you just like find that strength? If something's not working, it's not working. But forcing it makes it even more abrasive. You pulled the devil as your challenge. I think that you're dealing with a lot of intoxication of like obsession, or you can't let go of something, and that's your challenge. You know, is that a zombie hand in there? Oh, he didn't make it. Oh, look at her above. Vice cigarettes. Nice. Have you ever thought about that? The Vice media now, actually, it's kind of like, it's kind of dark, actually. They went really dark, by the way. So I think that you don't feel like you have the strength to get rid of the attachments that you have to situations that aren't giving you what you want and making you feel empty. You got the angel of the night. You know, I think that you need to remember that power that you have, but I also think that it's like, you know, you're seductive and your great powers, but I think that you don't know how to show them. I think that it's because you don't have the strength to show them. I think that you try too hard. You don't know how to naturally be in that. And I think that you have to regain that within yourself here. And I think that you're attached to things that you're trying to prove. When the angel of the night is one that people go after, not that the angel of the night goes after anything itself. I think that you're trying to go after something, or trying to save something, or trying to be this. Is this really you? I mean, I think that you're asking yourself, like, why am I being this way? Like, why am I doing that? I think because you're being something that you're not, and I think that that's the challenge. And you're addicted to, and you're complying to things that are not you. And I think that you continue to do that, and I think that that's making you not feel strong at all this week. But you got to remember, there's a passionate and seductive quality to the angel of the night that understands how to attract what she wants instead of to rush after it or be abrasive after it. One, you got the King of Swords reversed. So, I mean, this is definitely not feeling very assertive and understanding, especially with the logical end of things. And I don't think that you feel very understanding at all in what you're doing right now. So it's almost like a last-ditch attempt to do things that maybe aren't really thought out full, or I meant you like, this is a lot of unconfidence going on in yourself, especially because I think that you're doing everything that you don't want to do. And I think that it's like, why keep doing what you don't want to do? Like, you're going to feel unconfident. You're not going to feel strong. You're not going to feel clear. And with that angel of the night, you pulled the two. You're juggling your own power and abilities. Like, you don't even know what side you should do it all from. But it's about learning to, I think, integrate both sides. I think that you're juggling, like, should I be this? Should I be that? How do I do this? I think that there's a lot of all over the place here in yourself. And I think that it's all over the place on energies that are not worth your time and energy. And I think that, you know, there's like a little bit of like scaring people away. Whenever I see the strength card reversed, and especially a King of Swords reversed, like, that's terrifying. Like, that's terrifying. It's like somebody who's trying to prove strength. It's like somebody who takes steroids and, like, you know, it's just like, and the the King of Swords reversed, it's like somebody who's just rapping out that and screaming that out in a way that that's not really who you are, and it's coming from a place of like trying to have at the last ditch effort what you really want, but the zombie comes and eats you right before you get the cigarette out of the cigarette thing, and that's a vice. And you know, you're balancing your powers. You don't even know how to use them. You're juggling your powers. You're in the circus right now, and you've created the circus yourself. You pulled the Sagittarius card. It's time to understand and look bigger and to look at the whole picture here and to be more understanding and to follow the road that really will take you to the hopes and dreams that you want to be on, instead of, I think, creating hopes and dreams off things that aren't understood by knowing and seeing all the data that the story's not going to go that way. So why keep trying to make the story that way? And well, I keep pulling the wrong card, but you pull the Three of Swords with that, but you did, well, you got the Death card. Oh wow, this is definitely you having to cut something really hard off, because not you. And I think that it's like you can't force anything in life, and I think that you're so afraid of heartbreaking, you don't realize the beauty by moving on to explore different territory. So I feel like that you're addicted to feeling like that somebody can define you or has defined you, and they haven't. I think you might have allowed them to, but that doesn't. You're wearing the wrong clothing. It's not your clothing. You got 9th house Sag, South Node. That's interesting. I think that you believe things should look a certain way, when I think that you need to go, let me look at the details in the environment. And if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. And that's it. It's like quick, easy, fast. Stop hyper believing that you can fix something or that something will just be the story you want to be when it's not that story. That's delusional and that's scary.
And sometimes we're too close to that story. Sometimes we're too close to the painting. It's funny that you brought that up, because I was really thinking that, sometimes you have to take a step back to really see the full picture, to see the full scope of the situation that you're in. When we're in too deep, we're too close to that, we're too close to an individual, sometimes we can even be too close to ourselves, and then we can't be real with the actual issues that are kind of plaguing us and bringing us down. So I think it's time that you kind of take a step back and realize what's going on in your life. It's time to take a step back and kind of lay all the cards out, so to speak. Lay those tarot cards out. And figure it out. What is the picture that's actually being shown to the world around you? What is the picture that you are painting? Who are you? Are you in that painting? Are you playing the game? Or are you creating the magic? Because there can be both. You can be a player in the game while you're creating magic, or you can just be kind of operating in a robotic manner and just kind of going with the motion and not actually creating this beautiful masterpiece that you're so capable of doing. Everybody needs that time to kind of process. Everyone needs that time to kind of take a look and see what's in their life, but sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes we don't give ourselves the time to kind of wind down a bit and figure out what's actually going on in our life and what is actually beneficial and what's not beneficial. So I think it is time that you kind of take a step back from your life and see all the cards that are laid out. Say that beautiful painting that's laid out, because when you're up too close, it can just feel like a bunch of little dots here. But when you take a step back, it's this beautiful waterfall. It's this beautiful goddess or this beautiful god that you're kind of trying to bring into your life. But without that full picture, you're never going to be able to see it. You're never going to be able to believe it. And you're never going to be able to have it in your life. Gang signs again?
No, that was me acting you out from everything you were saying.
Well, there we
Which
go.
I think is very true and very good knowledge, by the way. And actually, it's ironic. I feel like everything that you said is acting instead of being. And I think that also it's like choosing things that are stories instead of reality. And like love is not a story. Like we always say, it's a love story. It's like love, if you're in love, you're not in a story, because the story is past tense. The story goes.
Right, love is creation.
Yeah. And it's in the moment. So it's about getting out of that story and being in love itself.